Hi guys, welcome to my review of the Samsung Galaxy Note 4. I've got the white device here. Look, great little device. First off, I'll start. I've always been an iPhone sort of person. I've just found them easier to use, but this phone here may sway me as well, which is pretty good. So, a couple of things I'd like to point out with this phone that I like. Around the edge of the phone here, you can see. I'm not sure if you can see, but it's metal around the edge of the phone. So it gives the phone that sort of sturdy, stronger feeling compared to some other phones out there on the market. So if I were to drop it or something like that, I think it could probably withstand a bit of a bump. So it'd be okay there. I like the shape of this phone a little bit better too than the new iPhone 6. It's the iPhone 6. They've gone the rounded sort of thing back to what the 3s were. This here, it's got a bit of bulk about it. It's squared off on the edges. It's a little bit wider and thicker than the iPhone 6, but these days when you're getting these sort of phones, they're all big phones. Gone are the days of the little Nokias. Everyone's back to these sort of big phones. So they really are much of a muchness when it comes to that. The screen itself, the 5.7-inch display. It's a beautiful screen. The pictures really bounce up off the phone here. So if you're one of those people that like playing a lot of games and watching movies and things like that on your phone, then this screen is probably going to do justice for you. Everything just sort of bounces and pops up in really crisp, clear images that are coming up on there as well. It's got the Quad HD Super Below display, which is obviously what helps, to get the display that the phone has got. A benefit of the Note 4 over, a lot of, if you're upgrading from another Samsung, you don't have to learn how to use your phone again, which is good. It's very simple. A lot of it's transferred over. I found with other sort of phones, when they update the software, there's little bits and pieces that don't work how they used to, and those sort of things. You're just not used to what the phone was really doing for you. Apart from that, that's one of the benefits I find. Multitasking as well on these phones has come a long way. So you can do what they call windows. You can have the bottom half of the phone, a different app to the top half of the phone. So you could have your email open here, a text message open down the bottom, and you would be able to sort of translate a lot of the information from your email to a text message if you wanted to do that without having to flick back and forth, between the apps. Battery life again. Fantastic battery life on this phone. I have never had to plug this phone in during the day, and I use my phone a lot. Sending a lot of text messages, a lot of calls, obviously social networking, browsing internet, those sort of things. I've never had to plug it in during the day, which is fantastic. I've had plenty of power left. When I get home at night, I plug it in at night time, and that's all I have to do. If you are a heavy user of the phone though, a benefit that the Samsungs have over some of the other phones is that it does have a removable battery, so you can, have a second battery on the standby if you want, if you need that sort of luxury to have multiple batteries. But in this phone, you'd have to be a pretty heavy duty user, I think, for that to happen with this phone. Another amazing thing on this phone, the camera on the back here, 16 megapixel camera you've got up here. Beautiful pictures as well, so you don't need to carry that digital camera with you anymore if you're going traveling or whatever. You can snap everything you need to on the Note 4 here. Still got the fingerprint scanner on the front down here, and obviously the heart rate monitor on the back of the phone as well. Comparison to other Samsung phones, it's definitely better than previous Note phones. As far as comparing it with the S5. I think a similar functionality. The S5 is a little bit smaller than the Note 4, but I think overall this is probably a better phone. But summarising my review on the Note 4, definitely one of the best smartphones out there on the market at the moment. And as I said at the start, I'm traditionally an iPhone person, but this phone may just sway me to switching and using the Android Samsung versions. It's definitely going to give the iPhone 6 and the iPhone 6 Plus a run for their money in sales and things like that, because they have come a long way and just easy to use, and it is a beautiful phone. So there we are. That's my review, guys. Until next time.